Hey everybody. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so this is our critique video for this week. And first off, starting with Cody. And let me just move myself out of the way. Basically, what we wanted to do was learn a little bit about Bridge. I will tell you that whenever I'm editing, I always keep Bridge open. It's always over here. I just make it a little bit smaller, and I can save everything in there, and it's so easy. I mean, I just double click on the image and it opens right up in Photoshop if it's a JPEG, or in Camera Raw if it's a RAW file. So honestly, that's what I use it for. But I like you to know everything that it's capable of. So that is why I wanted you to learn a little bit more about that. But let's take a look at your editing for this week. And Cody is saying that took him some time to figure out how to save a photo. We can go over that. And I am just really impressed, Cody, with how much you picked up this week. I just can't believe that you're like masking and doing spot healing and the patch tool. So I'm really impressed. And I love how this first image, you made it into just nature, you know? So basically what he did was he selected that from last week, if you remember, it was a sewer cap. So, you know, we don't like to see those things, do we? We're like, the sewer cap ruined it. But he selected it with the patch tool, and it looks just like a patch in Photoshop. And then you just drag it to a similar area, and it will just fix it right up. So really smart. And I like how you did the gradient in the sky to bring back some of that color. I think that's a wonderful image. And then I see that you really had a focus for this one. You had a vision in your mind exactly what you wanted it to look like. And again, wonderful. And I do love a dark image with just a little bit of light. It's, you know, it's suggestive. And then this one was before you had learned healing. But I like the warmth. I like the composition. I think very nice work overall. So I am really impressed with all the editing skills you've gained. And then you got some great comments back. Okay, and then we have Bryce. Okay, now Bryce had a little bit of trouble with the sky. And I mean, I realized that there's so much in the videos. There's really just so much. And I really didn't expect you to get all of it at once. So please don't worry about that. It takes time, and practice. So I want to show you how to fix the sky. And I'm hoping that'll raise your comfort level a little bit. But I do like the warmth of the sunset in your sky, combined with the warmth of the line on the road. And it's great composition. As far as TIFF files, I never use them. And JPEGs are great. It's a great option to save a smaller file. I honestly only ever use RAW and JPEG. I don't really mess around with anything else unless I'm in the middle of working on a really complicated project, and then I'll save it as a Photoshop document. So I'll show you that. But first of all, let's go ahead and open up this image in Photoshop. And I'm just waiting for it to pop up here in Bridge. And there it is. So I'm going to double click. And here we have it in Photoshop. This is the latest version. Let's see, don't really need this flyout menu for this simple project. But I am going to go up to the top. And let's see. You guys know what the top looks like in Photoshop. The toolbar up there is what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to the Camera Raw filter because there's just so much you can do in Camera Raw. It's my favorite. It gives you a lot of control. And once you start using it, you'll find it's so easy for a lot of things. So with this image, I want to work on the sky, so I'm going to mask it. I'm going to do linear gradient, which is what I showed you last week. And I can just select this top, just the sky. I can take down the exposure. I can take down the highlights because it's so bright. I can scroll down and cool off the temperature. Isn't that great? So quick and easy. And increase the saturation if I really like that blue, which I think it does bring a nice contrast to the whole image. And then me, myself, I wouldn't do anymore. I would just say, okay. Okay, and there it is. Done and done. And then if you had further editing to do, you could go from there. And then when you want to save it, you go up to File, Save As, and here I've got that menu. So I could give it a new name. So he called this 8009. I'm going to say 8009.